one of the best scientific minds we have today.
Guess what time it is? Time for DK's Way. The Donnie Keith Show. The Donnie Keith Show. The Donnie Keith Show. Guess what time it is? Guess time for DK's Way. The Donnie Keith Show. The Donnie Keith Show. The Donnie Keith. The Donnie Keith Show. Now put them kids to bed. Time for you to question what I said. Thinking is this chick messing with my head. I got all kind of folks on my panel, even got an ologist. I got a law analyst. She be knowing her DK's Way. Guess what time it is? Time for DK's Way. The Donnie Keith Show. The Donnie Keith Show. It's my show. The quiet storm is soft and warm. The quiet storm. Welcome to DK's Way, y'all. I'm Donnie Keith, and I do shit my way. Y'all already know how I get down. Welcome Thursday. That's all I got to say. If it's your first time tuning in, like, share, and please subscribe. If you want to donate money, there's a little heart down there with a money sign in it while I'm talking, while I'm not talking. If you watch it later, you can, because that's how I keep shit going, right, y'all? Y'all see I got Marvin Gaye on today.
Let's get it on.
My favorite album, okay? What's going on? To the left of me, in the house, I got a very funny man in here with me. Very funny. Y'all give it up for Mr. Brandon Wiley is in the building.
Hey, what's happening?
I've been trying to get this dude here forever since I started this show. Okay?
It done worked out, baby. I'm here now.
Yeah, we here. 3 years. It's been going down on this show. I've had a little bit of everybody, and I thank all y'all for tuning in each and every week. My listeners are growing, and I started organic, okay, with like 30, 40 people.
Yeah.
This shit done rose, but...
Oh, yeah, so you truly, what they say, nigga done got it out the mud. You done really got it out the mud.
Swim before you can just be all up in the
From
ocean.
a tadpole to a bullfrog on their ass. Nigga done got it out the mud.
I love it when a man fast talk. I know you be fast talking people. He could probably talk your ass out some money. Yeah, it ain't nothing but $235.
Nigga ain't no hustler if you can't talk your way into no money and talk your way out with it. Shit.
You originally from L.A., Brandon?
I was born in Alabama, but I was raised in Compton.
Oh, I see the connection. He got half L.A. lingua and half Alabama. That's where that fast part
country
come
city
in.
slick shit, yeah.
See, he like, girl, you look so good. I'm going to eat you with this biscuit and sop you up with some grits.
Country city slicker type shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Be fast talking him. Y'all, he's on the cartoon with me too, the Bluntheads. He's actually my pimp, okay? I'm out here with my pimp. It's not a Diddy Cassie situation, though. Just letting you know, if y'all haven't downloaded the app, go to The Bluntheads.
Yes.
And we're on episode 1.
Episode 1.
And watch it. And we got a lot of, it's a lot going on the show. We got my girl Roz Washington, Ice-T. We got Slink Johnson. He was Black Jesus, if y'all don't know. And a few other people that are hilarious, like Michael Collier.
Yes.
So it's a great cast. I'm glad I was a part of it. I'm glad to be a part of it.
The Edwanda White.
And as our director, and Buddy Lewis as our acting coach. Yes. It was awesome. It was fun.
18 and over.
Yeah, 18
Don't want
and
no young
over.
folks jumping on there 18 and over.
Well, they gave me an age restriction, so ain't nobody under 18 watching in DK's way.
Oh, then that is.
They was
then.
like, nah, bitch, you say too much. You be doing too much. I had a show on here about titties one day.
I was
Like
saying-
sagging titties.
Now, Donnie be on her Charleston White. I'm saying it. Whatever I feel like saying, I'm saying that shit.
I was saying it. Life too short, man. Life is too short. Yeah,
what's
so
up.
tonight we talking about, I got somebody else coming. Okay. I think the other guest has just arrived. Oh, she's 6 minutes away. Okay. We won't introduce her till she actually get here.
Walk in the building.
Okay, so tonight we gonna talk about the truth and how it unveils itself. Did he know what's going on? What you got to say about his situation? It's just getting nastier.
I just look at it like this, though, man. Nigga like that got all that money. You supposed to be able to do all the freaky, wild, weird shit you want to do.
Don't make me choke.
And who business? Because I look at it. Do you know only broke niggas is discussing that billionaires business? Other billionaires don't
Yeah.
give a fuck what that nigga doing.
Here,
They doing
here.
it they self.
I think it's more of the fact that he's so arrogant with it. Niggas is probably happy to see him get in trouble.
Right.
Because he did some pretty, after watching Making the Band,
Mm-hmm.
you made people walk for cheesecake. I wouldn't have walked for cheesecake. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't have wanted it that bad.
Would you rather walk for cheesecake or go some of the route that some of these other niggas have done? These so-called starving artists.
Uh-huh.
Niggas done slept outside in front of studios in the
Oh, yeah.
trunk of their car, going without eating. All you niggas had to do is walk a couple of blocks for some cheesecake. I truly don't see the
Only
hardship.
a couple of blocks.
You was with a group of people, so if you with your partners
And
and
they
you
was
walking
mad too. They was walking across the George Washington
Hey,
Bridge. Mad.
man.
You ever been on the Brooklyn Bridge?
somewhere, listen, I ain't never been to New York,
Oh, man.
so
You got to go as a comic. You got to go. But that Brooklyn Bridge, it looked like you walking forever.
them niggas was in a whole group. You with a group of people, y'all laughing and talking. You should have looked up like, well, shit, we here now. Get the cheesecake. On the way back, we laughing and talking. Come on back to the house.
Right. And then when they got back, he made them recite Russell Simmons' book right after that. Then he a cold character. He like, y'all ain't resting your feet. Y'all gonna stay here all night and read this book aloud.
Niggas don't want to work for nothing, man. It was a bunch of complaining. When I look back at it as a grown man, it was a bunch of goddamn complaining in that shit. They was ungrateful, and their young asses didn't want to work for nothing.
Dylan.
Spit hot fire. Spit hot fire. Fire.
Hot fire. I think he was the one I disliked the most. Him and Babs.
Because every song all that nigga said was, Miss Spit hot fire. You can't say that shit through the whole goddamn
I
song.
tried to like Babs until she tried to fight Sarah. Seeing Sarah was scared of her. She like, yeah, on me. I was like, this old hardened-faced girl want to beat up the pretty-faced girl.
Thank you to Tu Wong Fu for everything, looking ass down.
But Babs could spit, though. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Babs could spit. And it's unfortunate none of these artists ever did anything.
And because they was lazy, niggas didn't have no drive and no ambition.
They
If
didn't
you
have
don't
that
wanna
Chopper.
walk-
Chopper was like, which one sucked his thumb? Wasn't that Chopper that was sucking on his thumb?
Or the little Fred, I think his real name was Fred something, but he was the littlest one out the bunch. Little bitty nigga from I think he was from Louisiana too.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But Chopper and that what was his name? Yeah, Freddie P.
Freddie P. Or something like that.
Yeah,
Him.
he sucked his
He was
thumb.
the one sucking his damn thumb.
Uh-huh. Well,
Hey, that nigga Diddy
Yeah.
was watching that. I bet he got a little extra.
Freddie P was something else. All right. Y'all, my other guest has arrived in the building. It is my sister
indeed.
from another mother. Michelle Dukes is in the house. She is the CEO of Duke and Dukes. What is it?
Bourbon.
Premium Bourbon.
Yes, premium
She's
bourbon.
also the producer of The Christmas Pull-Up, a movie that she's very proud of, and you can go watch it on Tubi. All you got to do is type in The Christmas Pull-Up. It's got people like Craig Smith from MTV and Slink Johnson, Kevin Tate, Boo Capone, whole bunch of funny people on it. All right. So back to the show. Tonight we're talking about the truth and how it unveils itself.
Okay.
We was just talking about P. Diddy's situation. What you think about it?
What do I think about
That laugh was diabolical.
You know what? I think that it's appalling, some of the things that are coming out. I mean, when you talk about you got some other man's semen and you want it on your nipples.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
a
problem.
whole nother freaky. Like, I don't even want somebody's semen on me. I don't know. I don't even want it to. Like, if I saw it on the seat, I want to stay away from it. Like, that's not something you want on your body and wet to marinate through you or on you. So I find that appalling. I feel like that's another type of freaky. You know, it might be some other things going on.
And he might have peeing on pee. Him and R. Kelly got a lot in common.
Yeah, but then his girl was swallowing the pee of other men. See, that's a different thing. so like, you know, R. Kelly was having them pee on him or pee on them, and they all go together.
They was all pissy and happy.
Yeah, they was happy to go lucky.
And don't leave out warm.
Yeah, everybody pissy and happy.
They was all warm.
Yeah,
It was all warm.
but we talking about you done found a man on Craigslist or one of these apps.
Yeah,
and then he's pissing,
nobody.
A nobody. He's pissing in your girl's mouth. I mean, that right there really says a lot about a lot of things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He should have called himself Pissy Diddy.
What was the testing like? Because when you got money like that, I'm sure that nigga got enough money to have a doctor on hand. So I'm like, when they get there, like, go in the kitchen, my nigga, you gonna run through.
We gotta go through a gynecology,
and then you can come in the living room, we can party.
Yeah,
because I'm just like, I'm knowing it with that level of money.
I'm sure he had somebody test for AIDS right then. Because you could test for AIDS with the little swab and they could wait 20 minutes and tell you if you got it or not.
I don't think so. They would have mentioned that in the proceedings. You know, she said she had sores in her mouth. You know, that means...
No, I'm saying you could, like when Diddy called the prostitute.
No, he should have, but I don't think he did.
He probably tested him.
I don't think he did.
He didn't care.
I think he was so nasty. He said, bring that D over here.
Pretty much.
I think he said grab his cheeks. It wasn't about her. It was about them.
Right. Put your nut over here.
And he liked white fingernail polish.
I got mine on. Diddy, I got my polish on, but I ain't fucking with you. Oh,
that y'all do? Why? Because of the contrast when they holding your member?
Well, I mean,
he thought about it.
I like bright colors.
Okay.
Any color, like, in that
Bedazzled nails.
Yeah, with all that design and all that shit.
Yeah, I got a glitter for a nigga. I gotta be like seeing my shit in the dark. That's why when I be on stage.
Special for you today, $9.99. You like
son,
a design?
if you're watching, I'm talking about the microphone.
Help
my
me,
son
Lord.
be watching my show like, Mom, you gotta say that stuff. See, when your kids get grown and watch you, he like, how am I explain you? Don't. You can't.
Man, speaking of which, how do you think Diddy's kids, they're in court hearing that they got out. They got up one of the
daughters had to, you know, why you got your daughters listening to this Diddy?
I would not have my babies in that courtroom hearing that type of
stay
shit.
Home.
He like, y'all got to stay down for me. I'm the king. I bet he beat his chest. I've seen him beat his chest, actually, when he got his way on something. He was on there. I get everything I want. Bet you didn't want that jail cell, nigga.
Man.
Yeah, but he getting off, though. I guarantee that.
You think he getting off? What say you, home. Michelle? You think he coming home?
He coming home.
I don't.
I feel two ways about it. I feel like they got a lot of stuff on them, but I feel like, you know, it's just like people take this extra mile to do this extra line. So the example is he did some freaky stuff, but there's people coming up trying to get money. It's a money grab. There's lies. And then right now, even though they've said some freaky stuff, but him peeing in her mouth or having someone pee in her mouth is not a big sin where you should be in jail. So they have to prove the rest of it.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
he said, I don't see the problem.
Yeah, they have to prove the rest of it, like the RICO, maybe did they lock the door and you can't leave? Like, what else happened to make this turn into the next phase? Because here's the thing.
Where's the proof? Yeah.
And here's the other part. You mean to tell me you found someone that's a sex worker? That means this is their profession to provide sex. So you hire someone, their profession is to provide sexual acts, and you've told them what you want to happen, and you've given them a fee, and they did it, and they came back for more and stayed for days. So
Sound consensual to me.
So some of
Yeah,
that sounds
'cause you didn't
consensual.
leave.
You didn't leave. You didn't change your number with that 5,000 he gave you. You didn't go run off or whatever. I'm talking about the sex people. So I just feel like
Because they
that.
kept coming back and
They
going
kept-
out of town and all that. That's like drug runners. They'll send
Yeah.
you out of town. He's sending you on a dick run.
Right. But, you know.
Go screw this bitch in Tokyo for me. Man, Diddy's something else.
Yeah.
He's something else. And Smokey Robinson is in trouble.
What Smokey do? I thought it was
They
just
said it was sexual assault of 4 immigrants.
Oh man, that nigga out there.
His maids. Arnold Schwarzenegger, his maids. Except Arnold had consent. Smokey out there, I don't care what they say about me. And
So what?
And they don't care what you do.
What moves that Smokey? Because that's how you got to look at it. What major moves is he trying to make right now to where they probably trying to pull him down, put something on him? Because ain't nobody like nigga. Yeah,
like,
ain't
who
nobody
wants to
trying
take down
take
Smokey
that
at
old
80?
nigga at 80.
But the maid
At
said,
80.
I come to America and I work and work and work for him. And he make a me do stuff to his little pee-pee. I know it's a little pee-pee.
And then she waited how long later to say something?
I want to know, what is he, nutting dust now, nigga? You what?
Oh no, don't
80?
get it twisted, nigga. James Brown had his last baby
Oh,
at what?
yeah, my uncle. Yeah,
Yeah.
these old niggas.
A man can have kids up until he leads into his death date. Shit.
Lloyd Hinton said that Cassie isn't as innocent as she's portraying to be.
Oh no, she said
Y'all
she
think-
wanted to be in the freak
Lord,
off
man.
until it got freakier.
Right. And you know what? And she went to try to keep her man. So she said in the thing, she was like, she didn't want nobody else to do it.
Yeah.
And you know what?
And
What's
they
weird
will.
about that? And you know what's weird about that though? And which is true though? You've been in a relationship and you like, say for instance, they like a certain thing. I'm not talking about the stuff he talking about, but just in general, you may do some things. You're like, you know what? This is what they like. Because if not, somebody else gonna do it. If you
That
dating
bitch
a
is
man,
like, I'ma swallow
if you
your
dating
throat.
a man and he got it going on, and he tell you he wants you to do, if you don't do it, someone else is. So she was like, oh, I don't want nobody else to do it.
Because
But
she could be replaced, and I'm
quick.
sure he let her know that
oh,
all
quick,
the time.
quickly.
You
So-
another yellow hoe. I could get another one.
And
And
with
you
all
ain't even
that,
Jennifer Lopez.
consensual. All that means is if you saying you willing to do this shit or you doing it, you ain't even got to say it. You just jumping into the boat. Is you're a consenting adult.
Yes.
Yeah, they gotta fight ahead of them.
All right. We are not. We have been absolving the whole fact that there's drugs in the baby oil. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, well,
sometimes we
that
don't know
part.
what
that
the fuck
part.
it
Oh
is.
no, that
There
part.
are
The
drugs.
freak-offs go on for 3 to 4 days after the party. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
the
you know,
guy
so-
OD said that Cassie would be so incoherent. So he's on the stand soon.
Right.
And
That's true.
he fucking incoherent women. That ain't cool either.
That
No.
may hurt the situation.
No.
That's gonna change it. He said it
That's
was
changing
so she was so doped up. Majority of the time is what he said. So that means she wasn't consenting to shit. She just like,
Whatever he said.
give me your leg.
Yeah.
I am no way making fun of someone getting targeted. I have been a victim of almost that. Yeah.
Allegedly. With the baby oil. No baby oil.
No baby oil. Unless it was like on my tit. No. Okay. Let's go to the first one. That is Smokey. We got to talk about Smokey. Play
And the
that.
tears of a
There's no sound. Just play it. While we talking.
Can't believe
Now,
they gonna try to do
this
something
is
to
how
Smokey,
he
man.
assaulted someone. I just want y'all to see. Smokey was assaulting his maids like this.
Oh yeah.
He come in the kitchen in the dark. I want some coffee.
I want some
Look at it
Feel
though.
these
That's some
thighs.
old school player nigga shit. Cause
Cause ain't
it's
nothing
not
moving
a.
but his hands and his thighs.
I'm not gonna bend the knees all the way, but I'm gonna give him a 90-degree angle because a nigga gotta come back up at 80. I take the shit all the way back down and think 80-year-old knees supposed to bounce
Look
me
at
back
him.
up.
Smokey, and look at his face. He really mean that shit.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, I could hear him go, ooh.
Hey.
Old ass women in the front on them oxygen tanks going crazy in that motherfucker.
they
Them bitches in my- Give it to me, Smokey.
But there is an angry. There was 4. Allegedly, there are 4 maids that accuse Smokey of slow grinding now.
Oh shit! So he just rubbed dick on them? He ain't put nothing in.
Well, the
Yeah,
one lady
he
said
walking.
it happened
Now-
over a period of years.
Now
But she kept coming to work.
It started in.
She was the illegal
There you have
immigrant.
It started in 2012.
Okay.
Smokey Robinson is what 80.
He old.
85.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
just dust.
So that
Yeah.
means he was 74, 73. at
Around the time
when
Viagra
started.
got hot.
started.
Yeah,
See, that's around the
2012.
time Viagra and Cialis was getting hot.
And it's 4 women that's
But here's the thing. In the 70s, sex was a fun thing. You know, in the 70s.
So they say.
No. It was free sex. It was.
Yeah,
It was
'cause my
like
daddy
all
was
of
a
us could be
whore.
at the show, and then afterwards they'd be like, "Take your clothes off." We just start
We're
running
putting
around.
all
Yeah,
our
no,
keys
so
in
fucking
the
right here on the
bowl.
table, yeah.
Everybody got their guitar. It was a free.
Free love.
It was free love. That was love.
Popping
back then.
Quaaludes.
They
Lube,
put their
smoking.
keys in a bowl. Whoever keys you pull, that's who you gotta have sex with.
It was a different thing. So I said that about the
What is
maids.
that now? Like, you know what I'm saying?
They don't.
Oh, they
exist.
have them
But
somewhere.
in Hollywood at Diddy's house with the baby.
They
oil.
got parties, but see, you go to one of them parties now.
Nigga pull the wrong keys. You like minivan? No, I'm gonna put them on the back. Man. I know what that come with. No, you gotta keep them. No, I gotta get to pull again.
It be that little
put it
Asian
in.
dude from the what was that movie? The one where they got high and went to Vegas and they didn't remember
Oh,
shit.
you talking about Hangover?
Yeah, that little Asian dude be like, "You get my keys."
You wanna fuck on me? Like no.
You wanna fuck me, fuck boy?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you why Smokey gonna walk. Yeah, why Smokey gonna walk for the simple fact y'all just said the key thing I didn't pay attention to. Them bitches was illegal.
Yo,
They're
get the
not
fuck outta
citizens.
here.
Yeah.
ISIS is gonna be
They
outside.
don't have no constitutional rights here.
Get the fuck-
They illegal, and so therefore whatever was done to them is legal.
They was like, "Mr. Smokey, I don't like to work for you."
I'm not finna
He's
ever
like,
put
"I'm
down
not gonna help
Motown's legendary
I'm not
nigga.
gonna help you stay in my country.
Get them bitches an autograph sign of
They was
Motown greatest hits and shut up.
2 of them name was Maria.
I want, but
Yeah.
you know what? With all this stuff coming forward, everybody's telling on everybody. Suge got a podcast, dry snitching on the whole world.
In the pen?
In the pen. Suge got a podcast over the phone that's
Hey,
popular.
hey, you
He
allowed
got
to
more
do-
views than most people.
You allowed to do a lot of things in the pen nowadays, though, man.
That's why these niggas want to go to jail?
Yeah, man. Like, you know, Tory Lanez dropped a hot album out in prison and shit.
Speaking
That
of
shit
Tory,
hit-
we got to talk
hit
about
millions
it.
right now.
Pull up the clip I sent you of Tory. In fact, since we talking about him.
Oh, yeah,
we
they
might
did
as
because
well
he
go
got
into
stabbed
that.
up or something
Now
like
let this
that.
play real quick, and then we'll get into it, y'all. I
14
want y'all to hear
shit.
this first.
14 times?
Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times. Listen, y'all, this is nasty work. And my prayers, and I'm wishing a speedy recovery for Tory Lanez. And if y'all don't know, he's serving 10-year sentence right now in prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot, allegedly. I'm saying allegedly because I think she's a liar. Even though he got convicted, I still think she's a liar. That's just me, though. But, yeah, he got stabbed 14 times, y'all. Both his lungs collapsed. They had to take him from the prison to a real hospital nearby in Bakersfield, California. And they saying that he's breathing on his own right now. So that's a blessing, but man, we got to keep our eye on this, man. This is nasty work, man. I know some of y'all like, well, that's what he deserved for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. But damn, I don't know, bro. This is crazy. Nasty work.
Now, he stabbed him 14 times. That means you trying to execute me. 14 times. He got stabbed in the face, stabbed all over his body 14 times. But here's the cold part. Tory had just dropped an album that was doing well from jail. Doing numbers. Rock Nation mad he didn't sign with them, allegedly. Meg Thee Stallion belongs to Rock Nation. I mean, y'all had that shit up. I can't point fingers, but it's a little tricky out here.
Saying they don't put a hit on the nigga.
They was trying to take him out.
Yeah.
Because he named Jay-Z in his new record saying that they hired a lawyer to F up my life. The lawyer they hired worked for him, allegedly. This lawyer was hired by him, and she quit right before the trial. After getting all his stuff, kept trying to make him take pleas, so he rapped about it in his music. This is not alleged. He rapped about it in his music. Next thing you know, he like, and
Damn.
the next day it come out that the security guard that allegedly worked for the girl that was fist fighting with Meg Thee Stallion allegedly said that he saw the incident and Tory Lanez did not even have a gun. He slapped the gun away from the girl who had the gun. The other girl had the gun. And so
Also, the security guard who was allegedly there who had the gun disappeared all of a sudden. You know?
what?
Yeah, it became, you know what I mean? No more security guards.
See, that sound like a setup to me. So
Yeah.
I just hope you get vindicated, Brother Tory. If you ever see this in the hospital, just, you scrolling, I hope you see us. And I hope you see yourself, because we want you out.
Man, wishing
Free
you
Tory.
a speedy recovery, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
free
Sure.
Tory Lanez. And Chris
Definitely.
Brown, speaking of Tory Lanez,
Oh, man, yeah.
wrote free Tory Lanez in his tag on something. This nigga get arrested the next day.
You too, nigga?
They like, oh, free Tory Lanez. Homeboy
On what
from...
charges?
It sure is funny how anybody that say something about Tory Lanez that ain't friendly with the Rock Nation crew end up getting in trouble. I'm just saying, if I was a detective, that's where my eyes would be. Like, nigga, what you mean, free Tory Lanez? And Jay-Z don't like nothing about Tory Lanez or Chris Brown.
Exactly. And even when Tory Lanez got arrested, his father was outside saying, Jay-Z, Rock Nation.
Yeah.
He was calling him out because they all have something to do with it. I just feel like the bigger picture is, like you say, when people making moves and either you making too many moves or it's a move somebody don't like or you done pissed off the wrong person, it can happen for you.
And what it is he's making his own money without the industry.
Well,
he's
that
not
makes him even
signed.
madder. Exactly.
That's what they want, him to sign somebody.
Right.
They want to control you.
Yeah.
They can't have control of you if they don't own the rights to your music.
Absolutely.
Michael Jackson knew that shit. That's why he used to say, Tommy Mattel is the devil, and shit like that. And Prince wrote slave across his face because they knew the truth. But niggas still wanted to get up in that industry. And
Willing
it's
to
not
do
just
whatever it
music,
take.
that shit's all across the board. We don't know which comedy gatekeepers there are that we might encounter later down the line, But I ain't sucking your dick, nigga, somehow.
And no baby oil. And no Diddy.
If I see baby oil in the room, I'm moonwalking out. Let's go to the next one.
You don't know where you moonwalking for like 3 days.
Right.
He be moonwalking.
Yeah, I had to talk about Tory because that, like, I had just literally posted. You look at my timeline on Instagram, I posted Tory Lanez incident of getting stabbed. And in the end of that post, I said, I hope you're vindicated, brother. Free Tory Lanez, blah, blah, blah. And the next day, the news report, it was a big news conference that he didn't have a gun. So we need that case reopened. He shouldn't be in jail getting stabbed up. Y'all trying to take him out.
So do you think that the person that lied on him should do get some charges
Yeah.
brought
Hell
upon
yeah.
them? I
Hell
think so
yeah.
too. Because
I
if you're
think
gonna
she
lie,
should too. But
you
see,
shouldn't.
Meg Thee Stallion lied. Well, I don't know if she lied or not and said he shot her. But,
She said it.
she said,
oh, well then, yeah.
She said it.
They should go to jail. Because when the lawyers hit her up like, this is the new evidence about the incident of the shooting, they responded right away. but I don't know if they PR people was like respond right away or what. So we gotta wait for that to play out, y'all. Y'all know I don't usually do gossip shit, but it's all over the news right now. Let's go to the next one. Let's talk about the truth coming out. Y'all love robots. Y'all want fucking what's that movie with Will Smith, I, Robot?
Wait a minute, furious after woman pushes it to
Yeah,
the
let
ground.
it play. You gotta see this shit. This robot got an attitude problem.
Robot with attitude. RWA.
Oh shit.
To do everything for you. I don't want AI in my house. I don't want a robot. If they giving out robots tomorrow and they tell you, Mimi, we'll give you $1 million, but you have to keep this robot for 2 years. But the robot, when you first get the robot like, as soon as they leave, but nobody else heard it. Just you.
Wait, what did it say?
Oh, the robot said, as soon as they leave.
That's your ass.
And you like, what? Did you hear it? And they like $2 million, but you already signed on the line. Are you gonna keep the robot?
I'm getting its own apartment. We're gonna move, take it far away to its own
No,
place.
it have a chip. It have to be with you.
Oh no, it ain't gonna be with me. I'm gonna put it. I'm
gonna put it up for.
Yeah, it can have its own house. Hang out with the dogs. It can babysit the dogs.
Reprogram that motherfucker
Yeah.
to just sit in the corner all day long.
It can't stay with me.
That nigga like, as soon as they leave.
It can't stay with me.
Brandon, you get a robot. You sleep in the bed. You and your woman sleep. Your old lady, y'all sleep. Y'all enjoying a nice little cuddle. And you open your eye and the robot lead it over you.
Oh my God.
Just looking at a nigga.
With one eye just red, looking at you.
Right.
I'm like
How you get rid of
I'm
that
like
robot?
everything good, my nigga. And then however he respond to me in robot
I wish
terms.
I had human emotions and could feel ass like you.
I'm like, no, you ain't missing out on nothing, my nigga. What you want to do is stand by that door and make sure don't nobody ever come in here. And it's the feeling of warmth you gonna get from that. Same shit.
Francisco.
Same shit.
Francisco, you and Fuji, y'all recording. You got your robot. The robot bringing you drinks. But Fuji spilled his drink and it kind of short-circuited the robot's show. And the robot like, stupid bitch. Are you going to call the people like this robot might be malfunctioning?
It depends on how far that goes, because that's funny as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he called you.
He like, check my fucking pinky toe.
He called me how he see it. But, like, if it got a little further, like, you know, like, all right, now I'm ready to kill all niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's that, 611? What's the number? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Like,
Yo,
robot
turn
like-
around, my nigga. Let me see this customer service number on your
Right.
back.
Right.
And let's go to the next one. Hilarious. The truth coming out, boy. That's why I said the name of this show is The Truth. What I call it again? The Exposing the Truth.
The past.
Now, let's talk about the past and let's expose the truth about why the gynecologist called a woman's womb hysterectal or hysteria. You know how back in the day women got mass hysteria, or they would say they got anxiety. This is how they solved it. Let's go. Let's go fuck y'all up.
Mood swings and melancholy were taken by their husbands to the doctor, who diagnosed depression were treated in the past. women who experienced mood swings and melancholy were taken by their husbands to the doctor, who diagnosed them with a condition known at the time as hysteria, which, interestingly, comes from the Greek word hystera, meaning uterus, and is now recognized as anxiety. In the doctor's office, treatment was promptly initiated, which was nothing more than a pelvic massage aimed at achieving hysterical paroxysm, now normalized as orgasm, but at the time believed to reposition the uterus to its correct place. So many women repeatedly sought consultations and requested this treatment for hysteria that doctors became exhausted by the end of the day. Because of this, they invented a vibratory device to perform the treatment more quickly, eliminating the need for manual intervention by the doctor. And that's how the vibrator was born. At the time, it was known as a healing artifact, owned only by the nobility. Later, however, for some reason, it became extremely popular among women.
For technology, cause nigga, I'm hysterical, and my husband gonna take me to get finger banged by the doctor. But did you see how they drew the husband? I don't know if it was just me that zeroed in. That's why she was going to the doctor.
Wait.
When they holding hands. Go back to it, right there.
Oh man, that nigga got a fat ass pussy on him.
That's why she was going to the doctor.
Cause that ain't no husband, nigga. That's her girlfriend. That nigga got a monkey on him.
She had a hard lesbian.
That nigga got a camel toe on it. Is that a strap or is that just the drawing?
It was a true.
It looked like he got a thigh strap on or some shit.
That's
Holding
why
his
wife went to the doctor. She's like, I'm having a temper tantrum
And then the nigga holding
because
it,
I haven't been satisfied.
then the nigga holding his hand.
And
with
look
the-
at Dr. Pelvic Massage. Then why your hand under her skirt? Like that.
It's a pelvic massage.
Dog, like, yo, I'm like,
That nigga getting that motherfucker.
I bet you that doctor was a
your wife to
ditty.
me, dog.
I bet you the doctor was a ditty. Let's just talk about it for a
Doctor
minute.
wouldn't go home
That
till
doctor was
later
sitting
than
around, how can I feel on coochie without, I know what your wife has. She's having, let me slap her. You know, back then they just slapped the shit out of a woman when she was acting up.
No,
Just
you
slap
gotta
her and
slap
shake her. He's like, no, I've got a better remedy.
Slap him. No, this is what you
I'll
do.
take her in the back and treat her for mass hysteria.
Right. Massage her.
I was watching this interview. They was like, man, you ain't never supposed to put your hands on your wife and beat your wife. And I think it was with Charleston White. And the niggas say, that's funny. You niggas beat your kids? What's
Charleston White
wrong with
crazy.
beating your wife? You'll beat the shit out your kids and then look at them and tell them because I love you. You should be able to beat your bitch and say, bitch, because I love you. And I just want to keep you in line.
That was the
Nigga,
pimp talk.
and it was so many like upscale black men on there that just was quiet. Because it's like, it's no way to come back from that.
Yeah, you can't
Like,
say
you
nothing
niggas beat
after
your
that.
kids, so how you gonna...
But
Or
back
you
then,
beat
you
your-
watch old movies, they slapping the shit out bitches every chance they get. Pow! Calm down. Pow!
Shut your goddamn mouth for getting a kiss.
Shaking the hell out of him. This nigga finger banging.
Oh, shit.
So, if the doctor was now, Brandon, technology is at an all-time low. But your wife's saying, I have a problem, and only the doctor can solve it. And you're like, no, I got something for you. I know what he gonna do. And you try to
Yeah.
give it to her. But she's like, no, the doctor.
Then you fucking the doctor. I just know what that is. Yeah, we ain't got to explain
Don't
nothing.
leave it, don't come back.
Don't come
Nigga,
back.
like,
That's it. That's it. And when you come back to this motherfucker, I'm going to be a whole physician myself. You're going to have to get in line with my other patients in the waiting room / living room, bitch. So it's up to you.
I mean, how do you convince men that you have the remedy with your hand under your wife's skirt?
Because it's the
That's something else back
1700s.
then. Yeah.
All you had to do is tell a nigga anything back
They
then.
was still
Right.
fighting like this. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
fisticuffs. Nigga taking
Wearing
gloves
white
off.
wigs. Yeah, I challenge you
To
to
a
a duel.
Right.
Yeah,
Standing there thinking,
that's crazy. Let's go to the next one. I saw that, I was just like, wow.
Nigga, they're playing with that money.
Okay, now we gotta get a little more serious, cause I want y'all to see what the cops plan for black men. This is just how they think about it, especially in light of what's been happening lately, with the guy that ran over the guy that killed his son allegedly.
Well, it wasn't even him. That was just another police officer. That was a
so
different
he
officer.
just killed a random cop.
Yeah.
Anybody.
That's why you don't get.
That's why he ain't get no respect.
You don't get no stripes for that. You supposed to have went and ran over the nigga that killed your baby. That's how you do
not
that.
Not just any cop.
Yeah, that man
but
could have been against that.
But it's a whole bunch of people outside the precinct like, here, every time he goes to court. You did that shit. No, I'm not going to condone that.
No.
Because that man had children, a wife. You know, it's just crazy, this world we live in. It's a tit for tat. Let's play it.
Cops revealed.
All these bald heads.
Cops revealed.
We're gonna go to the black community. We're gonna go to those people.
Black Hispanics to your face. Black Hispanics between 14 to 21. They must get stopped.
At the end of the month, these officers, whoever don't have that arrest or those few summonses, they're pressured to find something. You might not see nothing. You're supposed to be visible. You might not see anything, but you go hunting, like bounty hunting for an arrest, locking up some old guy, some homeless guy, finding somebody who's riding their bicycle on the sidewalk, who's spitting, and you bring him in.
The problem is when you go hunting, when you put any type of numbers on a police officer to perform, we are going to go to the most vulnerable.
The most vulnerable.
Of course. We're going to go to LGBT community. We're going to go to the black community. We're going to go to those people that have no vote, that have no power. If we start doing what we're doing in Midtown Manhattan, a phone call to the mayor's office is going to be made. That's going to be the end of it.
We're the predators, they're the prey. The worst thing you can have is a police officer that needs an arrest for the month.
So you're all minorities. How does that make you feel?
It's horrible.
This is something coming from the top that trickles its way down, and this is why we're all here today.
Modern day officer don't gotta cut their hair.
But this is old news, though.
Now,
this ain't nowhere new yet.
This is something that black people have experienced our whole lives.
Right.
But to hear black officers talk about what they have to do, that's the frightening part. Because they going out looking, like he said, we're going to target the most vulnerable. You looking for LGBTQTs, they pretty much handle their business. They got a whole community to look out for them. Black men, regular black men, straight black men like him, they see him in this red beanie driving down the street with a Gucci thing on. If I'm a targeting cop, I'm like, let me stop this nigga and see what he got.
I'm gonna fuck him up as soon as he get to that car. I'm gonna put that goddamn Kurt Franklin on, nigga, that Yolanda Adams. Roll all 4 windows down, put my dome light out, have all my documents in my lap. Officer, how you doing tonight? Right. I don't want to know why you stopped me. You doing your job. Here go my shit.
Ain't nothing wrong. Goodbye.
Right. When you come back, I'll be on my way. You ain't take your time.
Have you ever had an officer just really fuck with you, like in a disrespectful way?
No, they always approach with that energy, but that thing right there, that when a nigga approach me, you roll all 4 windows down. All windows must be down. You turn your dome light on, because what you doing is letting them know I'm making this a safe environment. You can completely see all in this car. I'm non-threatening. Mm-hmm. That kills that aggression right there, because you're not giving me a reason to be aggressive. You're not going for my bait.
Right.
So he gonna look at you as he's not the one. They looking for that nigga that want to talk about I know my rights and you ain't even finished high school.
That's what I used to tell my son. If police pull you over, don't be aggressive.
Don't be aggressive. That's what.
But
they
he's
want.
military, so that helps a lot because they run his plates. They don't really bother him because it's military. But every now and then we've seen it on TikTok. Police get beside themselves, and there's always that one hero that wanna be the hero.
It's like at the same time, like. You got niggas who would do that, but they know they got some shit on them, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you know you got some shit.
They be like, I know my rights, like my brother.
When they do run your shit,
nigga got a bird in his back pocket. I know my right. I have a right to have cocaine in my pocket.
I'm not even mad at
right.
In my car.
Sometimes you're a little irritated and it's like they being short with you. You do have the right to be short and not answer their questions, all their questions and.
That's why I love TikTok.
But make sure you ain't got nothing on you though. Be quiet, nigga.
Right. Yeah.
You got a whole pistol under the seat, key in the trunk. You nigga, you need to be a youth minister.
Absolutely.
You need to be a complete youth minister at this point. You need to be on your P's and Q's.
Like, I saw a TikTok recently where a guy was getting pulled over by the police, and he's like, the fuck you want? Here's my shit, nigga. Threw it at him, had all this shit, and then he was like, wasting my motherfucking time, and drove off afterwards. But it was like, why'd you have to? He just wanted to film himself demeaning an officer.
Now, what if he'd have got one of them cowboys that was
it
like,
would've
oh,
been that
this is
situation.
what I want.
Like the one the judge
You
had
pull
when he
your ass
snatched
out
her
the
out
car.
by her arm.
Yeah.
She was smoking weed, minding her own business, parked, and he snatched her out the car by her arm. He's gonna get fired. I
He
think
did not
already
know that
did.
nigga. He grabbed a judge on top of that. Boy, you talking about bad
Did y'all
luck.
see that shit on
Yeah.
TikTok? He roughed her up, and she was a little bitty thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
She was
legal.
going, it's legal.
Where is this at?
She was just,
Probably.
I believe so.
I don't know.
Up in the hill somewhere. Pulled over
I
a
know
black
he
judge.
was. Yeah, he
Old
was
black
too
woman.
aggressive with her.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this one.
He snatched her out by my arm because she said, "Why are you opening my door?" Because I can. And she was like, "No, you cannot." She was letting him
She
know
let him know.
everything,
She
but he
just
just kept being aggressive.
Until that time came when he had to run that name. It was like,
Too late. I'd have been like, ah.
Right.
Right then and there. Like,
Let's go to the
I'd
next.
have gave her my badge and everything. Just, you got it. You got this one.
Mimi, you been stopped by the police before aggressively?
I've had some weird stuff happen with the police before. I remember when I was younger, me and one of my homegirls, we were going down. I remember the exact spot. We were going down Arlington. Police.
The double dip hill.
The double dip. We was hitting the dip, bam, and the police pulled us over. And he got out the car and was trying to get with me, but in a weird, aggressive way. Like, I had kids in the car. It was me, my homegirl, my daughter, and her daughter. And he was all talking about how he liked to suck my toes. And it was a whole thing. Like, really, if I was by myself, it would have probably been police rape. Like, he was, you know, this is like in 1997 or something.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
when they
saying?
could get away with
when
shit.
they
Them
could-
niggas was
you know what I'm saying?
corrupt.
It was really interesting. Like, it was very uncomfortable. We had children in the car, and he was still talking like that.
Wow. And if y'all are not familiar with Los Angeles, the double dip, it was a hill that when you went down, it was like you better not be going too fast or you be like Dukes of Hazzard in this motherfucker. You went down and then
niggas
the
go
hill
shit.
straightened out for 2 seconds and you went down again. We called it the fun hill when I was growing up. I want to go to the fun hill.
The double dipper.
And my mother be like, I ain't messing up my Cadillac converter today. But now I understand why she didn't like going down that hill.
That
'Cause your
motherfucker
car
knock
be
it
like,
out the bottom of your car. You hit them on too hard.
your whole engine be
You
left.
like, mama, something fell. But
Right.
goddamn.
Right.
Oh, that was your carburetor, ma'am. Your carburetor and exhaust hose is on the double dip. They finally fixed that hill, though.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. Okay, now
being
we've all
stalked
had
and
that
harassed
neighbor
by
that we
my
just
neighbor.
don't understand.
Who is
But the truth came out about his neighbor. Let's just play it. Let's expose the truth.
the leasing office nor the police is not doing anything to help me.
I'm
Why are you fucking anything in your building anyway? You
Hey.
deserve all this. Yeah.
Brandon says that he smashed and she didn't talk to her, and he didn't talk to her. Tell us why, Brandon.
Yeah, that's what. Look at man. First and foremost, little chocolate little mama right there. He seen them titties and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna knock her down." And he didn't understand, nigga. He had a whole voodoo princess next door.
Right.
That bitch was spreading caramel on his floor. That wasn't even
Yeah.
no real witch does. This bitch like,
Hey, look, I thought it was cinnamon.
brown
You said caramel?
sugar.
Yeah, that was brown sugar on some cinnamon. Look,
Some cinnamon.
goddamn
That
cinnamon in
bitch-
front of that nigga door.
She like, I'm gonna help you with your high blood pressure. Here's some cinnamon. Now, first of all, I've had some weird neighbors. I had one bitch that beat on my floor one morning. I was knocked out. I used to live in Marina Del Rey. I was knocked out. I don't know what possessed her, because my son was, I mean, kids be kids. But he went to bed at 8, bitch. He wasn't up till 11 o'clock beating on shit.
Right.
She woke me up, I swear it was probably about 4:30 in the morning, with a hammer just to the floor over my bed. Boom, 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 boom. So I sat up, scared, like, what the fuck? I'm thinking it's the police at my damn door.
Right.
I opened the door, nobody there. Heard that shit again, girl. I flew up them stairs. Draws in a bra. I didn't give a fuck. I ain't put on nothing.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. Why the fuck you beating on my floor? 'Cause you were making noise. I just start yelling at me. Then she closed her door and put the chain on it, opened the door and went, I just looked
Oh yeah,
at
she
her.
was having a breakdown.
I started laughing and just went back to bed. I was like, this crazy bitch. I'm going to beat her ass when I catch her around the building.
Right.
I ain't never do nothing to her, but my son would be like, what happened? He want to hear the story again and again. It was funny to him. That shit wasn't funny. Bitch woke me up out my sleep, beating on the floor. That shit was traumatic.
Huh.
I ain't got no bad neighbor stories. Ain't no
That's
bad
the only bad neighbor I had. Oh, I got some right now. They like to call each other the N-word, but they're both white.
Oh shit.
They argue and she goes, you're acting like a dirty little N-word.
Mm.
Not nigga, the other, the ER. And I be listening like, is this? Because they get louder. My son said, low key, they just trying to hate on you. Because you moved next door.
Right.
You need to record their ass and let them
tried.
go. Let
They
them
be
go viral.
whispering this
Yeah,
shit.
let them go viral.
They
Cost
be
them their
arguing,
jobs and all that
whispering.
shit. They'll stop that shit.
Yeah, and then when I saw him, he looked like shit, Kelsey Grammer or somebody, all clean cut. This bitch looked like she been off meth 2 seconds.
Sure. I've had neighbors that, well, I can speak of a couple of things, but I'll just speak of this one since you mentioned Marina. So, stayed in Marina, and there were certain neighbors that act like they were more privileged to the neighborhood than me. You know what I mean? They're trying to figure out, what are you doing in the neighborhood? And we'll ask you, what are you doing in the neighborhood? You know what I'm
Like
trying
you
to say?
can't be walking around
Right,
or
yeah,
something.
like, no, seriously, I'm going to call the authorities. What are you doing? Like, what? I live here. No, you don't. Girl, bye. I live here.
Karen.
Right. So there's some people that act like you don't belong where you really do belong. And
Well, we know this bitch didn't belong nowhere because she's sprinkling shit in front of the nigga door. I hate you. Brandon, I don't know if he smashed that.
We gotta
crazy
get back
hoe.
to having fun with assholes, though, and I think that's what we lost.
What
of
should
that.
he do?
You gotta get back to having fun. Like Mama was just saying, she got neighbors talking about, "Oh, what you doing over here?" You got to have some fun with that shit. Boy, I love to tell a motherfucker, I'm like, what am I, who? What are you doing over here? I'm like, just looking for young white bitches to kidnap. What's up?
yeah.
Just say
you
the
be arrested
weirdest
so
shit
fast.
you can think of. Like,
Just the most random
man.
shit. Oh, I was
Like,
looking
I've been
for
on
a
the-
place to masturbate. That's
just
right.
anything.
Right.
The decor in this foyer, I'm just finna jack
Yeah.
off and just
I was looking for a white
Drink my
bitch like
coffee.
you that's asking me
Right.
why I'm in this neighborhood to fuck up.
just scare the
Right.
fuck out of people. If you put that fear back in people, I guarantee you, a lot of shit, folks gonna start closing their mouth and walking right past you.
That is hilarious.
Just
Yeah.
just get on the phone,
See,
motherfucker.
play this again, but take us out. But play it silent. I want to talk about something. Now, see, I don't think he smashed. She got low titty self-esteem.
Oh,
Cause
that
look
don't
at
mean
that
shit?
shit.
What that supposed to
Oh
mean?
yeah, that don't mean nothing.
Don't mean
And
nothing.
then she's she like, yeah. I don't think he.
That nigga hit. That nigga, and I mean, he dog walked that pussy.
Look how determined
Cause
she
she's
is.
mad, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he hits.
If the
Chat room,
both
chat.
Of
tell us,
both of
did
y'all
he
can answer this
smash?
being
Give me a
women.
1 if you think he smashed. Give me a 2 if you think he did.
Yeah.
I need to see a 1 or a 2.
If the dick was trash, she wouldn't be doing
She
that.
wouldn't
Right.
be doing it. And
And
she came in different outfits.
She wants
too.
more, and she wants more.
She wants some more.
She
Oh, for
wants
sure
more.
wants more.
And
The
she
way
probably
she
thinks-
even like,
Yeah, and she probably thinks he's probably got company, and so
yeah.
so she's mad.
oh,
he
she's
has
Tisha
company.
Campbell and Boomerang.
And Boomerang,
she's a-
yeah,
Hey,
She's trying to ruin it for whatever else he got going on.
When we watch this, pay attention to how she leave every scenario.
yeah, that
She
shit is
doesn't leave
hilarious.
aggressively. She like floats off.
Right.
Yeah, she's
She's like, I'll be back.
yeah, she's not aggressive.
And the way she does her head.
She's
like-
hurt and mad.
She just
See,
Look.
that's what is the head turn for? Like, I see you and your
That's
But guess
attitude.
what?
He did
Even
some-
though he hit, she's mentally unstable.
That's true,
So,
too.
so here's the thing: because somebody could have hit you, and you'd be like, "I'm good, homie."
I'm
You know what I mean?
right,
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have company too. You know what I mean?
Do I got a one or a
now,
2 in there?
When you're mad like that,
You are
you're
mentally
a little
unstable,
mentally
yeah.
unstable.
Okay.
Right.
I think he's at the house. He's talking to her through the door. And
How
that's-
many
and he
people
fucking
we
with that
got
girl.
watching right now?
We had 1,065 right now.
Okay, it's 1,065 people watching live right now. Can I get a 1 or a 2? Did he smash a 1? If he didn't hit, give me a 2. Did he go up in that, and
Yeah, he
that's
did.
why she acting that way?
He did some
And
freaky
a
shit,
2,
too.
if
Yeah.
not, if you watching the playback, give me a 1 or 2. Cause I just want to know what somebody other than us
That
thinks.
girl, that boy, that nigga messed that girl. He's there. He's talking through her through the door. He's fucking with her.
See, one thing about my viewers, they be watching, but they don't want to log in on their phones. They
Sarah.
at home laying on the couch
What up,
watching,
though,
and I
Sarah?
appreciate you.
Sarah put a 1 for sure. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
mad.
Sarah said 1.
Sarah,
I got a
Sarah's
1.
a realist.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
thank
real.
you for that, Sarah. Let's go to the next one.
And it looked like a nice apartment building.
Yeah, I don't know how she got
Carpet.
approved. How she get in the
She
building?
don't live there, yeah. Like,
I wouldn't have let her move in my building.
Roller
Now,
coaster and splashes,
put this down
14
so we
people.
can see the headline. Man gets diarrhea on a roller
Get the
coaster
fuck out of here.
and splashes 14 people.
Yeah,
Do,
So you
dandy.
walking through Magic Mountain with your kids, eating cotton candy. You ain't eat. You got a Slurpee, some absorbent
I'm
shit,
mad at this.
and cotton candy.
I want to fight.
I'm so mad at
But
this.
you know,
You don't know
you
what it
just
is,
walking.
already.
You think a bird shit
Right,
on.
it's real human shit.
You don't know where.
You really don't. You
And
really
what-
don't.
and then
You're
it-
just mad at the
it
world.
all-
Wait, but it happens right when you.
It depends where it
What's
hits
it
you.
lands on your lip?
Well, Alfred say, where do it hit you at?
It hits you right when you taking a bite of your cotton
in your
candy.
face.
In your face.
Oh, I'm
right?
passing out.
Yeah, kill me.
I'm throwing
I
up.
don't want to live no
I'm
more.
passing out.
Kill
I'm
me,
mad
my
at the
nigga.
bird.
I was so mad when I saw the headline. I said, I gotta
Kill
use this on DK. Y'all know I'm stupid, but
Kill
for real,
me,
this should be
man.
happening in the world. The truth is being unveiled.
It is no way a
That
nigga
is
could
as
ever come
true
back
as you
from
can
that.
get somebody insides on the outside, nigga.
It's like, do you wait there, like, when the ride over? Like,
This is the equivalent of
I
prison.
know it was 14 shitty people
This-
waiting at the bottom of that ride.
But you guess what? You would know who he is because he got shit down his pants. So when he gets off the ride, there he is right there. You rolling up.
He's like my stomach. What if he starts shitting while you beat his ass?
This is
Oh,
the
got the
equivalent
ride. I'm
of
running.
prison rape. You can't recover from that shit. You will never be the same.
Never.
Anytime you look at yourself in the mirror, you gonna taste that shit.
You gonna be
You
like
gonna
that
start
nigga.
beating your kids, nigga.
You gonna be doing this for that. Every time you see soup, nigga.
Right.
I tell you how I swear I'm speaking nothing but the truth. 9th grade, I'm at school. I got shitted on by a seagull. When I tell you I developed a hate that was full of so much passion for these fucking birds that I saved my money and I went to Big Five and I bought me a one of them
pellet gun.
paintball gun. Because with the pellet gun, like them little pellets don't do as much damage, to be honest. But I learned this trick where you with your paintballs, you freeze them.
Oh.
And then you turn up the power on your gun. So just imagine That's a
Thank God you was
frozen
a kid and
paintball.
the statutes of limitations
Right.
over because your
Right.
ass would have got locked
And
up for
I
killing
went
seagulls.
on a killing spree, man. I was dropping at least 5, 6 seagulls. It had got to a point after a couple of months, like it was only pigeons in the hood. We never seen no seagulls.
There is a seagull.
I was
Wait, there is a
dropping them
seagull
motherfuckers.
survivor flying around right now with fluorescent pink paint on it.
Right.
Damn it!
I
There's
was
a
gunning
fluorescent
them
pink
motherfuckers.
seagull. Shitting fluorescent pink
Ooh.
shit right now. There was a pellet. He told the other pigeons a pellet went in me one
I
day.
used to gun them motherfuckers down.
See, and my son had a
passion.
similar incident with a coyote. His daddy lived in Santa Clarita, and they had coyotes all the time.
Yeah, out there in the
My
desert
son
area.
had paintball. He shot a coyote. I said, okay, the coyote gonna be looking for your ass. Because
Yeah,
he
that's
was
like a big
laughing
dog.
so hard. I was like, there is a coyote with fluorescent green coming for your ass.
And
one
nigga
day.
gonna creep up on
You
you
gonna
taking
know
out
who
that
he is
trash
'cause he
one
gonna have a
day.
green spot on it.
Hey, but that stuff is scary. I was at my homegirl house, and I swear to you, when I pulled up, I saw a possum in the garage, right? And I got back in my car because the possum was
Yeah.
leaning to the side like I was gonna be the next thing. I said, "This is a weird
This
possum
is a
right
weird-
here. They
yeah.
not even playing dead. They playing like nigga, what's up?" So I got in the car. I called. I said, "Hey, it's a possum in the garage. Let me in." I went in. I promise you, maybe 2 or 3 hours later, we heard a dog, and I'm so sorry. I think the thing killed the dog. I don't know if it was that thing that did it, because I saw a raccoon the next day in at her area too.
raccoon.
But yeah, listen, somebody killed the dog. A dog somewhere. It was screaming for like 3 minutes, and you could hear the thing chomping at
They
it.
probably
raccoon.
tagged
Yeah,
them
yeah,
together.
Yeah, they probably did it together. It was
It was
so
a- it was a
scary.
raccoon.
It was the raccoon, huh?
It was a raccoon that
Yeah.
did that.
The
Yeah.
raccoon did that because
Yeah.
the raccoon used to gun for Cookie all the time.
Yeah, it
My
was
dog was
scary. Oh
ignorant.
my
She
God.
barked
God
at
bless.
anything. And I saw that big ass raccoon on the roof
And
next
people
door.
do not understand how big raccoons
and they had
can
they
get.
it was the
Yeah,
daddy because they could travel in a family.
They
And the
can
one
get
I
big.
seen, it's definitely him. He's swerving. You know, this his hood. I don't know if you remember that.
No, they walk
Yeah,
like
he
old
walking
black
like-
men.
Yeah,
when they walk
like,
up,
don't get messed
when a nigga
up.
stand up and look like
Yeah.
and they're intelligent as shit. What people don't know, raccoons are. That's the only animal that will get food and go wash it off before it eat it.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Like if you
I
ever
didn't know they were
YouTube that,
clean like that.
They are clean as hell. They clean themselves. If they find food, they wash it off before
I
they eat
think
it.
I had raccoons in my
Like, them
roof
motherfuckers
when it
are
would rain in the back house
intelligent.
because I would hear noises and at first I was like, "There's rats up there," and he was like, "There's no rats up there."
Raccoons.
I was like, "It's possums or something." So he went up there. He was like, "Ain't no possums." Then I saw them yellow eyes looking through my vent one day. Them raccoon eyes, them yellow eyes. I was like, "It's a motherfucker!" And my dog, and I was like, "Bitch, you shut up, cause you gone if the raccoon get you."
Man.
So he went up there and and then he sealed it again, but they would go back up there because it's raining.
Raccoons got old nigga spirits in them.
Right, right.
Because the way they act, like I don't know if you paid, they act
Oh,
like
slaves.
they act like.
You don't
I,
want this now.
I jumped out the
Leave me
car
alone now. Leave me alone now.
and I'm parked by my apartment complex. I'm not too far from our dumpster, and I had food at stopped at Stormberger.
Oh,
down
yeah,
the street.
yeah,
So when
yeah.
I finally made it to the house, I got all my trash, ain't leaving that shit in the car, and I jumped out and went over by the dumpster, and this big ass raccoon came from around the corner. When he seen me, he just stopped, and he was just like,
Yeah, looking at you like, what you gonna do?
I keep it cool. I go put my shit in the trash, and I walk back, and I'm just like, you good? Just because I'm just
Yeah,
stupid
I
like
know
that.
what I mean. You just start
I'm like,
talking
you
to
good? And then nigga stood up and was like, on my mama. This thing was like, and I was like,
Oh.
cool. And I kept walking, and he went back down on all four and just bent the corner.
I
Like,
think the
don't
raccoons
want no
in
smoke
my
either,
house,
nigga. You good?
in
I'm
my
good.
neighborhood, was disrespectful because they walked 5 deep. It was the big one in the middle. I could
That
tell who
shit
they was:
blew
the
my
daddy,
mind.
the mama, the kids, and they went down by size. And you know how big my dog was. She wasn't but this big. Thought she was a Rottweiler.
Oh, yeah, they
but
was
them
trying to
raccoons
get
was
her.
looking at her like, as
Right.
if they walked right past her like, bitch, fuck you.
They don't like the aggression. That's what's with them, yeah.
Yeah, they walked past her like shit. They might as well mushed her out the way.
Hilarious. Hey, what's funny is they all communicate. Animals communicate. One time it was like Thanksgiving, and I stayed at this house, but it was too much trash, so we couldn't put it in the trash can. You know how you
It
just
got too full, yeah.
Right. So we had it sitting outside, but it was on the porch. A raccoon came, opened up the bag and had some soul food. I guess it was good. He went back and told the homies, and
They all came.
back.
He
They
went and got
came
his family.
Yeah, they came back and ate. Look, so the next day we got rid of the bag. They came back again. He was looking around like, I know this the house. They ran around the house. They was running around the house. And it was like a cartoon. They was running in circles. So
Like-
this gotta be it.
Because
He
they
looking
can
up.
still smell it too.
Yeah.
That
He
aroma
like-
is still
yeah.
there.
He like, no, this is the house. Homie.
This is it. Eugene, you lied, my nigga. You made us walk way over here for no
Right.
reason. I'm trying to tell
Raccoons
you,
are
man.
disrespectful.
It was right here.
Now let's talk about this, y'all.
Oh,
This is the
God.
next one. A woman got arrested for masturbating
Ooh,
with
good
the Jimmy
God.
Dean sausage in a Walmart bathroom.
Nigga, look at Rasputia.
This is not a video. This is just
That right there.
yes, because first of all, let's talk about this woman.
She wanted that meat.
She not getting no meat nowhere. That's obvious. Look at her. But there is someone for everyone. There is someone that will give you their man meat. You didn't have to violate that Jimmy Dean sausage like that.
It
Because
probably-
did you put it back in the pack, bitch?
It probably fell apart.
Damn.
Disintegrated on impact.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
She looks.
So,
She's looking about it.
Brandon,
Ooh wee.
she the last person on earth.
Oh,
Last
man.
female.
Let me tell you something. It's about
She
to go
real
down.
fertile. You gotta make new
about to
people.
go
It's
down.
about to go down. I
World
don't listen,
about to
nigga.
populate.
I am not built on lies. It's going down.
Yeah, the world's population.
He said it's just gonna go there. You just gonna tell her look that way.
Cause all you said is she the last female. You didn't say it ain't a liquor store around. You didn't say shit about none of that. Nigga, I'm finna get Bobby Brown around this motherfucker.
Ah, Francisco.
And go to work.
I mean, like my man Brandon said, like if it really is the last one, like we.
And she looking
You know,
at you
yeah.
like that, with eating sausage. She eats sausage looking at
But what if she got a sweet spirit and she's sharing and caring and saying the right shit?
Now
That
that
ass
she
said that
violate-
helps.
now that she violates sausages in the grocery,
Holy.
she did it in the grocery store.
They will put her face in the pillow, and we'll just see the back end
wet that
as
ass
it
out.
goes down.
And she got a flat
But
ass.
you know what?
Look,
That ain't got
and
nothing
she got a super flat ass.
That ain't got nothing to do with her not getting nobody. It's a situation that we got to understand the level of freaky shit that is in the world. It is some freaky people out here that just
Yeah.
like different wild freaky shit.
Cause that's super freaky.
That's some
a
different
fucking
shit.
Jimmy Dean
Yeah.
bitch.
She probably got a nigga. That's the
And
cool
a
part about
Jimmy
it.
Dean ain't that big.
Probably got a whole dude at the house.
The Jimmy Dean sausage about this big. They didn't say what size. I don't think Jimmy Dean come big.
Oh, is it the roll? The roll is like.
That's what I was thinking. What you saying?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the roll. The breakfast sausage roll. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I didn't even think about the
It's
one
as
you
big
gotta
as this.
cut.
It's
Yeah.
almost this big.
Cause Jimmy Dean ain't got no sausage like Hillshire Farm. You talking about that rope sausage? That's Hillshire Farm.
Oh,
Jimmy Dean
yes.
got that pack. That's a breakfast sausage,
Oh.
They round and shit.
but it's also a pack that you can cut into the round ones.
Oh,
It's
shit.
cucumbers.
It's the pack
Wait.
about that big.
But it's you cut it into round.
Uh-huh.
There is cucumbers in the store. There are
I can see that.
there are carrots. There's all kind of
Zucchini. eggplant.
oblong.
It's the texture.
I was
See, they
socked.
said she was
and mushy.
masturbating, like she was just probably trying to steal that.
She
motherfucker,
needed
like,
it
you know what I'm saying?
frozen.
Like,
Man,
She
yeah,
needed
to be
cold.
honest, she could have been just trying to stuff that motherfucker in her pants. Cause she,
Yeah,
Big Mama
they
ain't
said
don't know.
masturbate. She might have been hungry.
But she was in the Walmart bathroom.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why you go to steal shit.
She
Or
was
the dressing room.
Right.
But who? Yeah, I guess she ain't a good thief because you ain't supposed to carry nothing away. You just supposed to steal that shit. And keep
She like, that
moving.
motherfucker-
She like got the
that
sauce.
belly nigga was like, God damn, I can't get the motherfucker. Shit.
But somebody
Walk
had to
in on
bust her. They probably heard her nutting on
Like
herself.
that's the thing. Because if you go into the stall and shut the door, why are they opening the door on you masturbate?
She must have been
she
making
probably
noise.
busted a big one.
And kick the dough and all that
Or
shit.
she was going, ah.
Yeah.
Ma'am, are you okay?
And so yeah, little Bobby Jean went in there. Mommy, there's that lady in there making noises.
She said, I'm still gonna buy it.
And then they saying
trying
Jimmy
it out
Dean, but
first.
if you pay attention to it, that's
I
all
bet you they put it
Hillshire
right
Farm
back in
behind
the
her.
case
Oh, yeah,
without
funny.
washing it off.
That's funny.
What he
Every,
say?
everything behind her is Hillshire Farm, but they talking about Jimmy Dean.
Yo, you crazy as hell, dog.
Oh, they just put sausages there for
Yeah.
the effect.
Right.
Let's go to the next one. That crazy bitch right there.
She a big old rough one though.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Now this man, he tattooed this on his head.
Crud.
Yes, but listen to why. Play it.
This nigga. Alright, sorry.
So you put a tattoo on your forehead to save your parents' house?
Yes, that's correct.
What happened?
I found out that they were running a contest where the first listener to tattoo the letters KRUD on their forehead would win a $250,000 prize. I called the radio station and I spoke with a gentleman, and he did and confirmed that this offer was legit. He also directed me to the contest page, and the contest rules explained everything.
So it says, take our call letters, KRUD, tattoo them across your forehead, be the first listener to do it and win $250,000.
He clearly did not read the rules. There was a link on there that said official rules. If he would have clicked on that link, the link would have took him to the page that said April Fools.
It was too small for me to see.
So you never saw this second page?
Yes, sir, that's correct. This has horribly negatively impacted my life. I lost my job. My girlfriend broke up with me, and the tattoo laser removal surgery that I'm going to need to have, I can't afford that.
In your favor, I'm going to award a $510,000.
So we know he went to remove that tattoo immediately.
And you know it didn't cost him but probably $2,000-$3,000.
Right, to remove that.
To remove them, motherfucker.
This nigga wrote crud.
I did it.
He wrote, but he had to write crud across his forehead. But how stupid are you that you didn't read the little fine print? That shit ain't no way. But when somebody put $250,000 on the thing, he like, fuck it, I just get it removed.
Come on now. 250 bands?
Right.
Yeah, you might have a little scar tissue, but you got 250.
Right.
Walking around looking like Unique and Raising Canaan, but you got 250.
You got 250 in your pocket? Nigga, I don't want to got that henna. What ain't this what it's called? Henna? A henna?
Henna.
Henna, yeah.
Now,
So that
have
shit
you
look
ever
real for the first
tattooed
2-3 days.
Oh, man's name on your body? Have you ever tattooed one?
I have.
And you got it removed?
I got it covered up.
Ah.
Twice.
Okay.
Twice.
Oh, to make sure it's not seen.
Oh yeah. Well, I covered up
Or two
one.
names.
No, no.
One name you gotta cover
One
up.
name covered twice.
Cover twice.
But
okay.
I did it at a very young age. I did it at the age of 19.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's when
It was
women
my-
do
yeah,
dumb stuff.
Yeah, it was dumb. And he had got my name on him, and my name was on his car, his license plates, our name.
Oh man, that was that.
y'all
was
was
love.
so
Yeah.
I y'all dressed alike too.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
no,
yes.
no. Y'all was pops and snaps around this motherfucker.
You say it's puppy
Hey,
love.
listen,
We
were
say
so
it's
popular.
full
We were like an
grown.
it couple. We was the bomb together. I never thought we'd break up.
Ah.
But when we did, it was the best thing that could happen.
Yeah, you
Oh,
would've got
nah.
that tattoo real quick, covered
Yeah,
up.
covered up. It
I
hurt.
contemplated
Oh,
putting my
Lord.
baby's dad's name on me
Mhm.
for about 5 minutes, and then I was like, I don't even like this nigga half the time. Why would I? Because my friend was getting, she was like, let's go get tattoos. I was like, I'm a put his name. Hey.
That's
And I
what it
thought
was.
about it. That's
On the thigh.
girls. Girls, that's how we think. We all think similar. But then I snapped out of that shit like, bitch,
Thank
this
God
is
for that.
crazy. Don't put his name.
Yeah,
Have
man.
you had a female tattoo? you don't have
my,
no tattoos.
My
huh,
mama,
Brad?
no, I'm covered up, but my mama is the only female name I have on me.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
You got any tattoos with a woman on you?
No.
Very
Tattoos,
smart.
But no.
Yeah.
He said that quick. No.
Right.
We're not doing
Yeah,
that.
that's something. But he put crud.
Can't do girlfriend names. Now my wife.
Yeah,
That's
that's
different.
different.
Yeah, that's
Right.
different. I definitely
Yeah.
go get her name last on me, but not no girlfriend name.
Let's go to the next one. Okay, now we all had fucked up landlords or Karens like Mimi told us about, but this is disrespectful, Karen. The white landlord falsely accused this person of hurting her. Let's go.
Watch a Colorado landlord fake an assault after barging into a black woman's home. She drops to the floor, claiming she's being attacked without ever being touched, and it's all caught on camera. Take a look.
You tweaking? You just barged up. Really? 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 Really?
That's when I started gagging.
Yeah.
She's pushing me. She's kicking me out. Get the guys out. Get the guys. Oh my God, she's a psycho. She's a little psycho and pushed me out. And you record this.
According to Vontice Wines, Lisa Anderson, who is the landlord, entered the home without permission and accused her of assault. Wines' son filmed the entire incident. Anderson can be heard asking someone to call the police while pretending to be in pain. The video has since gone viral, with many calling it a dangerous false accusation. As of now, no charges have been filed.
Go ahead, Brady.
Yeah, that's a lawsuit. Fuck criminal charges.
Yeah.
I'm finna own this house outright. That's it.
Cause she went down to the ground.
I mean, nigga, like
She was hurt.
call them people.
Police.
Call them
Somebody
people.
do that in your house. What you doing? You dragging them out, or you just gonna laugh?
No. I'm laughing like the lady did, and I'm suing her. She does that. I'm making a lot of money off of this. Thank you very much.
Emotional distress.
Yeah, it's emotional. You tried to set me up. You've been trying to do this.
Racism, yeah.
I can't hardly sleep because every time I go to sleep, I see you laying on the floor calling the police.
I'm distraught. I'm distraught.
I see her dramatically dropping
I am
to the
distraught.
floor.
See, I need y'all around for sure.
Francisco,
Man, I would after
you dragging them out?
I'm dragging her.
Grab by the leg and just
I knew
yank her
he
ass
was
off through the
gonna say
house.
that. He dragging her out feet
I hope I got
first.
a pool in the backyard because you going all in the water. And
Oh.
No, if I had dogs, I'd be like, come here. Come here. You got to urinate?
Man.
Since you like being on the floor so much.
Right, man.
All right, bitch. That's why it's good to have a cat, probably. You just throw the cat on there, bitch. Cat going, nyang, 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 nyang.
Exactly.
Get your ass
You got
out
to
of
have
here.
cameras in your home,
That's
though.
disrespectful. Let's do one more and then we going to get out of here.
Got to have cameras in your home.
Because I know we went over. It's cool, though. It's DK's way.
Man is kicked out of airport because
Now, we
of
got to talk about this.
cockroaches.
Yes, this man is trying to be on the airplane next to you.
And he got roaches on him? Or he got
Right.
roaches?
I can't tell you.
Let's see this.
TSA was doing their security check. A whole bunch of cockroaches came out of the bag, and we can't transport the bag like that.
Where in the hell is a cockroach? They say there's cockroaches in this bag. I don't understand this. You can't take it like that.
We can't check it.
You mean you gotta shake all these clothes out? Yes.
We need to make sure that there are no cockroaches in there because now you're going to be in the cabin of our aircraft.
Cockroaches?
We need to be completely sure that we don't have any more cockroaches in here for us to send this back. Sir, they're on your leg. Sir, you have them on your leg. They're on your leg.
Right there.
They're coming out underneath the wheels. They're on his pants. We're just gonna have to dispose of the bag.
It cost me $30-something. I ain't gonna throw that away.
Wants to depart with the bag.
Don't throw the bag down anymore, sir. You're not going to get them all out, and you're not going to be able to take this bag.
Now, first of all, fuck that bag. You got them on your person, sir. You and your roach pets are not getting on the plane.
Right.
Now, imagine how many TSA agents that be half-ass doing their job done slid a nigga through with cockroaches.
Oh, my God.
And they sitting on the plane next to you. You eating your food and something just wiggle on your hand. You talking about an upset passenger.
Oh, my God.
You put your bag right next to his. You get to the comedy show. You like, I got my merch. And a whole bunch of just come out of your merch. You know we carry luggage.
Oh, they gonna womp, womp, womp. You done.
And you got nothing but bagging ass comedians around you.
They gonna,
oh, you are a target
your
for the
career's
rest of
over
your
with.
life.
Your career is over with.
Your career's done.
Killed the show, but like, you know what I'm saying? When you get
Your
the merch,
career is over.
Or you going to film. You going to film me in Miami. You done sat next to this old man, had a great conversation, all that. You go in your purse to get your credit card out, and the roach just crawl up your head.
I'm screaming and running and slinging my arms so that motherfucker get off of me.
Oh, worse, Francisco. You get home from a long cruise, had a ball.
Oh my God.
You done flew on the plane next to Uncle Fester all that time. No, that's Uncle Leon from Louisiana. Because you heard his language. Right. And you get home and you about to unpack your stuff and a bunch of roaches come out.
I'm not going to sleep, or at least in that room, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm done, yeah.
Till you fumigate that room.
I gotta figure out where it came from, but like, Mr. Willie gonna see me.
You gotta go to Home Depot.
You
grab
suing the
some of that.
airline
Hi.
for letting him on? Because you got to prove that roaches came out the area. That's like when you go to a hotel and they got bed bugs. Nobody ever checked the bed. I be like, fuck that.
You know, you can go on Amazon and there's whole kits that you can buy.
No, I'm saying like to prove where they
Oh,
came from?
oh no, not that. I thought y'all was
We
talking about the
talking about to get
hotel,
rid of.
the hotel thing. Yeah, you can buy a whole kit. They got like from
to check the room for everything.
The black light. There's certain spray you're supposed to spray down and it makes an illuminating the black light that exposes all that shit.
Yeah, all the Diddy juice that's left over.
The different solutions to where you can see if it's blood stains, any type of DNA.
So it's a detective kit.
It's a whole kit. Yeah.
I'm going on Amazon. Buy a kit, niggas.
Now, if that kid is real good, you ain't gonna sleep nowhere in no hotel. So this
I'm
semen,
about to say,
and you gonna see everything. Like you gotta imagine, even if there's no bed bugs, it's been a lot of coming in that bed.
Yeah, a whole bunch of murders and all kind of stuff.
You gotta in that same thing.
The little girl? I want to play the one with the little girl with the teacup. I gotta do that one because every daddy should see this.
It's a plastic bed covers as well.
They close it out.
All in the kit, all that.
I'm gonna buy that kit. Y'all heard that? Only on DK's way.
Yeah, the bed covers.
Let's play this one. This is a father doing his duty,
God,
but the little girl had to let him know that the truth was the truth. Let's go.
Help me, Lord.
Let's get some.
Get some tea. Let me taste it. It's real cold. Where you get it from? Where you get this water from?
At the toilet.
The toilet? You got me. Wow, boo.
Did he slurp that water? He said, "Where'd you get this water from?"
The toilet.
Daddies go through a lot. I know my dad. He put up with a lot. Because he would entertain me with shit like that. If I would be in my little room with my little tea set, my dad would be like, "I'm going to have a tea party with you." But except he would put cognac in his cup and tell me I had to drink the Kool-Aid. So he'd be like, "This daddy's juice, that's your juice."
That part right there.
But he sit there with me and do it. And I used to love that shit, but I never think about getting water out the toilet.
Yeah.
I would go straight to the refrigerator. It was either milk, hot chocolate. I'm making something.
Kids know what they be goddamn doing. That little heifer knew damn well she ain't. You can look at her and tell she knows she wrong because that's how she looking. Yeah.
But she didn't take a sip.
She did. She drunk out it.
Oh, she took a sip too.
Doodle
Okay,
mouth little heifer.
She loved it. Look.
He sipped. Then why? She finna sip.
Oh, she took the
with the spoon.
Spoonful. And he threw that shit. I'd be regurgitating.
Out the goddamn.
I would not be.
See, I'd rather drink the toilet water than deal with the cockroach man. I'm just saying. At least,
No, because that's in your mouth.
Oh yeah, yeah. Either way, it's all bad.
Yeah,
it's all bad. But okay, door number 1, Francisco.
I might take the toilet water. I ain't gonna lie.
The toilet water.
Roaches coming out of your.
You going for the roaches?
Yeah, cause I can bomb
you can
my
battle
bag.
Them.
I can bomb my bag before
Not
I get to the
one
house.
getting your wall. They like I'm staying for life, nigga.
And they're asexual, so they can have babies without having sex.
But the thing, you are not finna leave that airport. Get your shit from off the carousel. walk all the way to your Uber where you get to your car and not see a roach though. You're gonna see something.
That man had thousands.
So you gonna see something.
He had an infestation.
Everybody around gonna see it too.
I'd rather it to happen
He said,
right
I bought
there
this
though.
bag for $30. Maybe they sold him a roachy bag.
That nigga said, "I ain't throwing away the bag. The bag cost me $30 damn.
Roaches from home.
Now, Mimi, you gonna take the roaches or the toilet water? I'm telling you, I'm going with the toilet water. I could throw up real quick.
It's a cold game. I guess I'm gonna go and take that water because them roaches, once they come, it's
hard to get
them
rid of
away.
them
And you know what
motherfuckers.
else is horrible about the roaches? They just have babies and babies and babies. And if you bomb when the babies is little, then they get immune to the drug. So you gotta get a better drug. They get stronger and stronger.
But what they didn't tell you about that toilet water, that somebody didn't flush it. Bam!
That changed everything.
Bam!
That changed
That do
everything.
change a lot.
Was it the baby's piss?
I don't know them people.
If it was the baby's piss, I could live.
You run into like agents.
It was it my daddy's piss
like,
though.
sometimes like big high class celebrities and everything. Somebody comes like, oh, hey, you Brandon Wiley. Oh man, you know me? Hell yeah, bro. Like you shake.
Say what?
And roach coming off your hand like one of their hands.
Oh.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like.
I'm a hood nigga. I'm raised in a project because I'm like.
Yeah, I've had roaches.
We grew up,
and
and we at a point in time we was kids. We done had roaches, but then, when I'm saying that to say you gonna feel some shit on you.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. I used to have an apartment building on 74th and Hoover, and it was like 9 units. But one of the units they would never let us come in. But when they moved out, I saw why.
You seen why?
They had so many roaches in there, and the roaches loved it, and they loved the roaches. I opened the door. It was like 150 roaches. So me and my brother, I had to get an exterminator, but we had to have a process. Like every day we were bombing. It was that many roaches. Every day.
You had to have them come with the injections and everything.
I think they got together and talked about us though. So the next time we came, we would come with the whole suit on, like the paint suit on, and the hazmat. And I was down because I was like, shit, we gonna have to get rid of these, and then I'm gonna have somebody else come, do the next part. I swear, I think they had a discussion. They said, when they come back today, we going to jump off the ceiling on their butt. I swear to you, we walked in, and they was all lined up like an army, and they started jumping down.
Oh, God.
They was like, you keep bombing us.
Doing some jihad, them motherfuckers.
You killed Grandpa.
Like in the
Al
words
Qaeda,
of Marvin Gaye, what's going on? Y'all, this is DK's Way. I am Donnie Keith. We have had a great time tonight talking about the truth because it unveils itself if you pay attention. Yeah. Brandon Wiley, what you got going on in your life right now?
Oh, man, things is moving, man. Starting June 13th, be hosting a monthly get down at the formerly known Savoy. It is called Free Space now.
Okay.
So, Laugh Lounge. In partnership with Dante Dupree, we will be presenting a whole lot of funny every first Friday of the month.
Okay.
Other than that, on this road and just getting it, man.
Yeah, you gotta get it, and the Blunt Heads.
And my apologies, the Blunt Heads, the cartoon. Yes, assistant writer, as well as I play one of the characters on there as well. So big project, yes.
Yeah, so y'all download the app so you can watch it. I got a few things up my sleeve. I can't say anything yet. But y'all stay tuned. West Comedy Jam coming out pretty soon. And also the Blunt Heads. And I got some good projects I'm producing myself. So I love y'all. We about to sign off. Mimi, what you got going on in your life?
Man, well, if y'all down in Dominican Republic, come to my restaurant. Me and my partners called Wings and Waffles, powered by Poppies, in the Puerto Plata on the Malecon. So come check us out. Also check out the Christmas pull-up on Tubi. Check it out. As she said, Boo Capone, Craig Fax, Brent Taylor is going down. Check us out. And then make sure you guys get y'all some of that Duke and Dukes. I'm rebranding Poppy's Bourbon, so Duke and Dukes coming soon. Support black businesses.
All right.
And you know what? Thank you, Donnie, for having me today.
Always.
About to go get me some Duke and Dukes.
So Duke and Dukes, put up
and
your
what
Dukes.
you got going on in your life, Francisco? The Rolling Stoner. You got anything you want to add? I know you got your video coming up.
I'm about to say, Yeah, be on the lookout for the Love and Money music video that's dropping soon. Rolling with the Rolling Stoners on YouTube, Patreon. This is where we feature upcoming artists and just like highlight they visuals, they music videos, and their songs and stuff like that. So.
And also, you guys, Friday night, if you're in the Los Angeles area, you want to laugh, come on down to there. To there.
D-Bell's Friday Lavish
Some
Comedy.
funny comics on the show. I'm going to do my thing. Also, Saturday night, if you are in the Inglewood area, I host Saturday Night Vibes every Saturday with my guy Francisco and DeHerm, the comic, down here at Vibration Studios. So y'all come on down and have some fun. It's a fun time on a Saturday night. It's an open mic for professionals. So if you're a new jack, you're welcome. But, you know, this is really a professional open mic. And when you see why, when you get here, you'll see why. Everybody's fire. We got headliners coming through here. Some of the dopest musicians in L.A. like Francisco. And, of course, you got these titties. I'm Donnie Keith.
Nigga fool. Gotcha. That is. Nah, I'm gonna pull up Friday, Saturday. I got a show, but soon as I'm